Welcome to basic building block number 6. Follow through or follow up. But let me tell you why I came up with this term follow through. Because it's exactly like one of my favorite sports today called golf. Now think about it. You did a presentation to the person. Now generally at the point of the presentation, your goal is to get them to say yes. And today I believe the trend, because of the evolution, because of the recognition of the direct selling industry, of network marketing like QNet, the number of people who embrace us are much higher. That our success ratios around the world is growing and growing and growing higher. Because the world today understands that the best form of entrepreneurship, or the only form of entrepreneurship available to the common man and the common woman with the uncommon dream, is network marketing. And the only network marketing companies that are going to survive throughout the future is network marketing companies that are 100% e-commerce, like us. Alright? However, if you are not able to close the person or the prospect immediately at the presentation, and the prospect says, I need time to think about it. Alright? I'll get back to you in a couple of days. Now, those statements of the prospect can be multitude of meanings. Number one, they're saying no in a very culturally polite way. I'll get back to you in a couple of days, and then they never ever will call you back. Alright? Now, my first recommendation to you, alright, is the greatest lesson my mom taught me. My mom taught me one of the most valuable lessons, which I still hold dear today, alright, is that live life according to the worst case scenario. Understand the worst case scenario. And then everything before that, you're cool. So what is the worst case scenario after doing a presentation? The person says no. It's what we call a rejection. Alright? That is the worst case scenario in a presentation. So embrace that as a possibility. Don't get all stressed out. Will they say yes or no, yes or no? Alright, can't sleep the night before. This is not your high school exams. Remember, he or she is not the only prospect. You got 150 names and you're adding 15 names every month. That means your supply of prospects are limitless, guys. So you don't have to get stressed out. I see so many of my downlines after a presentation, calling me, WhatsApping me, messaging me, Chief, I don't know, I think it's going to be a no. I think it's going to be a no. Your negative energy alone is going to create a no. So what you need to do is have a positive belief system that he's going to say yes. And if he says no, be shocked. Because which moron on the planet will say no to the greatest network marketing opportunity? Alright? The e-commerce philosophy of entrepreneurship, the future. Alright? The highest paying commission in the whole industry. The greatest product. Alright? And the greatest company and the greatest founders. Dato Sri Vijay and Jayaprakash Bismarck. However, there are still people who are going to say no. Alright? So my philosophy of follow through is after the presentation, it's exactly like golf. Now you look at golf. I'm a professional. Alright, as all of you may know or may not know, I train Tiger Woods in golf. Not on his personal life. Just golf. Alright, you hold a golf club and the ball is there. And there's a small piece of wood or plastic holding it called the tee. T-E-E. I'm educating all of you right now. And the swing of the golf is go back. Alright, which is dream, commitment, nameless, dreamless, invitation, prospecting, and then you come down. As you come down, your contact with the golf ball is presentation. Alright? And the biggest, most important rule in golf is the follow through. That your club goes there, and as you come down, you follow through. You hit the ball and you keep going. Alright? You saw my posture? Tiger Woods. Alright? His guru. Alright, in golf, not in personal life. Let me put a caveat there. Alright, and the point is, in network marketing is the same. Alright, if golf, you hit the ball and you stop, the ball is going to go a few inches. Alright, but if you follow through, the ball will go 300 meters. guys. Alright? And the purpose of you understanding this philosophy of follow-through is that the contact, which is presentation, is not complete. If he doesn't say yes on the spot, which is easy, congratulations, you got to sign up. If he says no, I hate this business in Starbucks, takes the table, throws it down, threatens to beat you up physically and screams, I hate network marketing. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting somewhere. Alright? SW, as Dato Sri Vijay taught us. Alright? So, but the complicated ones are those who said, let me think about it. Alright? Or let me get back to you. Because it's not a yes, it's not a no, you know. Alright? Now the onus of responsibility is on you to follow through with that prospect. He's not a sign up yet, it's still a prospect. You did the presentation, upline supported, everything done beautifully. Now the onus of responsibility is for you to follow through. The first rule of follow through, alright, is don't fear it. Don't fear the outcome. Don't fear anything. Understand what's the worst case scenario, which is a rejection. Embrace it. I don't care. I love it. Alright. And the rest, whatever happens, is just the beauty of your journey. Alright. So, first rule is that don't fear it. Embrace it. I don't care. I love it. Number two, do it within 24 to 48 hours. Like Act 48 in the beginning. Alright. Follow through must be 24, 48 hours. Any longer, that prospect has been sucked back into the world. Alright, the world of non-believers, the world of people who don't understand the power of QNet. Alright, they're going to be sucked into that world and you will never get them again. Now, how do you follow through? WhatsApp message, personal call. Alright, now when you call the person and the person said, I'm not interested. Alright, don't panic. Don't say, why? Especially if he is a potential sign up to complete one step to earn your first check. I know how painful that is, right? But don't panic. Don't lose posture. Network marketing is all about your posture. Alright? Oh, I'm shocked to hear you say that. I thought we had a great meeting the other day when I presented the business to you. Yes, but can I understand why? Alright, you came to this conclusion, alright, of saying no? Do you understand? See, to me, it's a study, you know. It's a study of human behavior. It's all about statistics. Now, whatever I do, I dance, I sing, okay, alright, I'm not going to be able to convince somebody to change their mind most of the time. Alright, but I want to get to the bottom of it. I want to understand why. Alright, now those are people who say no. Get to the bottom of it. Help understand. And he might come up with a stupid answer. Sorry, I spoke to my wife. She said no. You know what I would say? Can I speak to your wife? Alright, again, no obligation. I will respect your decision. But I want to truly understand why you would say no to this great opportunity. Alright, but say it with posture. Alright, don't say it in a panicky, freaked out voice. As long as you say it with posture. I've said this to a lot of people now. And they said, okay, Patman, why don't you come home and meet my wife? And I have turned many couples around. Alright, because remember, you try your best to tell them during the presentation, don't talk to anyone until we meet. But today the world has changed. While he's walking out of Starbucks, he's already Googling QNet. Alright, and if you Google QNet, depending in which country you are, where we have bigger enemies or non-regulation, there will be good and bad news always. Alright, every company in the world, whether it's Microsoft, Apple, alright, are the best airlines in the world. Every government, every president, every company in the world has good and bad information on Google, the World Wide Web, where there's freedom of speech. Alright, and you can't stop your prospect who didn't say no or yes, who said I'll think about it, to do his or her own research. Now, you don't want them to do their research, come to a conclusion, and not have an ability for you to come in to give them the facts, the truth about QNet. Alright? So, firstly, 24, 48 hours. Alright? Call. Now, if they have objections, if they are expressing their objections, your goal is to meet. Alright? Starbucks, the same place, or Zoom or something. Don't allow them to blow you off on the call or on WhatsApp, guys. Come on. We are international, global businessmen and businesswomen. We also got our pride. If you want to say no, come and tell to my face. You understand? Let's do it on Zoom. I want to understand. Because by reading their body language, so you know where they're coming from. Alright? But always, whatever they say, don't shut them out. Don't say, you're stupid. Of course we are legal. Don't say that. Because you are breaking that tie, you know. Because when you and the prospect started the presentation, now follow through, there is a connection. If you become aggressive, you insult them, you attack them, no matter how proud you are of QNet, no matter what pride you have, your love for Dato Sri Vijay, for Japa, and let them say, no, I think you are illegal, I think you are scam. Let them say whatever they want. Don't attack. Because when you attack, you are affirming their belief system. Alright? Remember my 3 F's. Feel, felt, found. Whatever my prospect says after the presentation, any objection, my answer is very simple. I know how you feel. Phew, the tension drops. Alright? When I first saw the presentation and went on Google, I felt the same way. Wow, no aggression, no pushy. Embracing, drawing them in Yoda, you understand? Alright? Okay? And then, but you know what I found out? And you see, you have lessened the tension. He dropped the wall because you were not aggressive. And then you can try to address his objection without addressing, but referring to what you experienced and what you found out. And that has the capability of reopening the possibility in his mind. Now, please do it with a bit of class, in a concept of conversation. Don't do feel, felt, found. Hello? Your company is illegal. I know how you feel. This is what I felt. This is what I found out. You understand? Next, I got no money. I know how you feel. This is what I felt. This is what I found out. It's not a script. Alright, guys? It has to be in a conversation. Because you see, when that person has an objection, that objection is the face of his decision. An objection is the face of his decision, and if he has an objection, the decision is no. Alright? You want to penetrate that face and try to reverse his decision from no to yes. And that cannot be done by aggression. That cannot be done by proving them wrong. But instead, you are trying to provide more information. Feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. Alright? You're trying to provide more information to open their mind. Alright? And each objection today has its own answer. Alright? You understand? And today, surprisingly, no money is no longer an objection. Alright? Because anyone, if they believe in the business, they believe in the potential of QNet, and you have explained the potential income under projections, they're going to say yes. Legal, illegal, very common in any business today. Alright, you just have to provide facts, information, amplify the credibility of who we are. QI Tower, Man City, CAF, you understand, VCon, alright, the range of products, 20 over years, guys. Alright, okay, and guys, it's fundamentally important that you maintain posture at all time. Okay, and don't allow that person to walk away, even if he says no. Alright, undeniably the answer is no. Don't allow that prospect to walk away without you correcting their perception. Alright, I respect your decision. But please, again, let me reaffirm to you. Alright, on the fact of legal or illegal. Alright, these are who we are. This is who we are. This is all the information. Because I want the guy to have enough information. So if tomorrow somebody talks about QNet, right, he will not add on, to the negativity. That you can turn a prospect around. Because remember, every prospect who says no could potentially come back and say yes. And every prospect who says no may talk to your next prospect, Alright, so you want to turn the tide. You want to change their mindset. You want to correct their misinformed perception or reality. Okay? And as long as you do it 24 to 48 hours, alright, very important. Address their concerns with information, not emotion. Feel, felt, found. Bring down the wall. Release the tension so you can get in to change their mind. Alright? Try to meet face to face or on Zoom. Again, with no emotion. Try to address. Don't let them walk away with a negative perception of QNet. Keep them in your KIV list. Keep in view. Never write off a prospect. In my whole career, alright, of 20 over years, so many of my prospects who said no 3 years ago, 4 years ago, have all come back and today are active builders in my organization. You can ask all the V partners. It has happened to us. Never burn the bridge. Keep the string lah. Alright, because he's going to lose his job. Alright, they're going to go back to their pathetic existence of go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. A pandemic is going to hit, a depression is going to hit, a recession is going to hit, and keep that line. Alright, they will come back. Now, my rule, even if the prospect says no, alright, I will not allow that person to walk away without buying a product, whether it's a RSP product, whether it's a qualifying product, and I want to keep them in the loop, but I don't want to overburden them, alright, with information. Just KIV lah on your name list. You know how important your name list is? But the fact of the matter is, guys, the golden rule that Dato Sri Vijay taught me, don't be attached to your prospect. If he says no, he says no. Move on. Alright, that's life. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting somewhere. And the more time you spend trying to convince him, calling him every week like a stalker. Why? You got another 15 people to talk to this month. Alright, you got another 20 people, you got new markets to open, you got active IRs who would value your time more than a prospect. Now, don't ever fall into this trap that that was a good prospect, a great prospect, a fantastic prospect. No such thing, guys. Like I told you many times, alright, don't prejudge negatively and don't anticipate performance. Because some of the most surprising top max out kings and queens, nobody predicted. And some of the people who fit the perfect profile of networker never perform. A prospect is a prospect. Right? Network marketing is equal opportunity. Free enterprise. Alright? You can bring anyone in. They follow the system. Alright? But remember, follow through is fundamentally important. Alright? And your job is to give them enough information. Alright? Ask them to bring down their wall so you can step in to change their mind. Alright? If possible. And if they still adamantly say no, I don't care. I love it. Alright? Next. Yes, perfect. No, next, 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 next. Welcome to network marketing. Alright? That your success is not measured by the number of people you sign up, but your true success in QNet is the number of rejections you have experienced. Because every rejection takes you closer to the ultimate goal of max out. Trust me. Alright, so guys, follow through. Fundamentally important. Do it right.